in most cases, it is difficult for government to run out of cash. And I think for the case of Kenya, uh, I wouldn't call it a crunch as such. There are only a few departments that have been affected. And maybe we haven't been told the reason. The Treasury hasn't come out clearly and tell us what the reason have been, but from reports that we have had, the Judiciary Service Commission, the Parliamentary Service Commission, Commission as well as county governments, most of them have had delays, and usually the government communicates the exchequer issues, that is the amount they have issued monthly, because the law, I think the Public Finance Public Finance Act, the PFM, the Public Finance Act of 2012 actually obligates the Treasury to publish in the Kenyan Gazette the monthly amount that they have issued out to various state departments, ministries and agencies. And the last time the last statement, which was published sometimes in August, that is around 21st of August, the amount that had been the judiciary and parliament had gotten some amount. And well, as some of the members of parliament, we are saying on the floor of the house, maybe it's just a matter of planning how to use this, the little amount that you have gotten. That is, what areas are you prioritizing? So, to me, I think there is just a small delay in disbursement of these funds, but it hasn't reached to a level where we could call it a crunch, or so to speak. There has been these cases of delays. For example, we have had the frequent cases have been with the counties, where most of them, especially at the beginning of each financial year, especially that is in July, there are delays, and Treasury hasn't really come out to tell us why. I think they need to look at the systems, the financial systems they use to disperse the funds, so that we don't have these delays. For example, the delays this year to the counties, you remember there were strikes by health workers in a number of counties. And when you look at the statement of exchequer issues, revenue statement of actual revenue and exchequer issues for the month of July, the counties actually had gotten zero. They hadn't gotten money during the first month of this fiscal year. I think other departments may also have faced the same scenario, but in terms of recurrent budget, during the first month of this year, the Judicial Service Commission, they had gotten 23 million in terms of recurrent budget. The Parliamentary Service Commission had actually withdrawn, or had gotten 924 million from the Treasury. So I think that it's a genuine concern. They need to see how money can be disbursed within the shortest time possible. The whole issue of planning to fund the budget, I think once we are in a scenario where government has to stabilize the shilling, that's one, and it also has to borrow from the market. Now, the shilling has gone to levels which we are not expected, which the Treasury at least never expected never expected them to the currency to be at. So who is culpable? Maybe how we manage our monetary policies is culpable, because if we had maybe arrested the spike, so to speak, or the depreciation in the currency earlier on, maybe the situation wouldn't have gotten to better. I think the treasury need to tell us what they are going to do about it, because how to mitigate it, revenues only come due when the time is ripe. It's ripe. So treasury just has to borrow money to to tackle the situation, and maybe the cash is there, because last week alone, I think they borrowed close to 8.6 billion through the 91 T bills, around 3 billion from the 182-day T bill, some 2.5. So they actually borrowed over 14 billion, which they got last week alone through weekly auction. So 14 billion could actually could actually solve the situation, or yeah, it could cater for the situation. Meantime, what I think, it's not that the government doesn't have cash. The government has cash, but maybe they have problem with the disbursement of that cash. So we are not in a cash crunch. The disbursement is where I think there is a little problem on that.